So Chad and I want to look at something a little bit spicy, and we everybody was mentioning the burning sun incident, which I've never heard about in my life. I'm going into this completely blank. I've never heard about this, but it's apparently like a very crazy thing that went on, and I'm pretty excited now. I got a ice cream sandwich that I'm gonna enjoy while we watch this. But you get along if you want to come and look at something crazy and look at something wild that happened, then it's true. Then sit down and chill. But before we get into that, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you click that like button real quick. I'd highly appreciate it if you take a second to click the like. And also sub to the channel if you enjoy these reacts. And if you want to come and yap here with us live, you're free to come by my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Adley. We would love to have you here. I appreciate you watching. Now let's get into it. Oh my god, that's gonna be crazy, chat. It's gonna be crazy. If you're scared, chat, I'll hold you. I'll hold you, chat. Don't worry. I'll hold you. Oh my god. This is really serious, huh? We've never watched like stuff like this before. It's gonna be interesting. Whoa. Dark Asia with Megan.
The Burning Sun case in South Korea, which came to light over 4 years ago, sent shockwaves through the K-pop industry, as well as shook the country. It began as a scandal involving popular K-pop artists such as Seungri of boy band Big Bang and others. But then, it turned into something more complex and far worse. It exposed a web of illegal activities, corruption, and abuse of power involving figures in the entertainment industry and police.
That's crazy. What? Today
we will take a closer look at the wide-ranging case. Here is the Burning Sun case. On January 28, 2019, local broadcaster MBC reported on its primetime news desk program about an assault case at a club in the...
I'm gonna be real, chat. I think it's crazy how somebody can be famous, have fucked ton of money, be a celebrity, be liked by thousands of people, and do something crazy or do something illegal or nasty. Like, you have everything there. You have thousands of people love you. You have money enough for the entire life to just relax and chill and start a family or do whatever you want. And then you go on and do something stupid like that. Why? What's the point?
Posh Seoul district of Gangnam.
It's about feeling powerful. Yeah, I think it's like a mental thing. It's like, I think that all of this thing goes up to your head and you have like a ego... You have like an egocentric view of things that I can do anything. I can do whatever I want. That's what I feel like it is. Like they feel like they can never be stopped. Now, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just saying just generally. I think it's crazy. I feel like if you were rich and you're famous, I'd just be low key all the time. I'd just be chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it. I just don't get how people can, like, they have everything and then they're going... do something crazy like this. You can vibe and do whatever you do. So many cool things, man.
Said Kim Sang-gyo, a man
so many people
in his
looking
late
up to you.
Visited the Burning Sun Club in Yeoksamdong for a party in November and was beaten up by his staff and security personnel. He had apparently seen a girl slumped over as if she was in trouble and told staff. Instead of getting help, he was reportedly dragged outside, pushed around, punched and kicked by staff members and bouncers.
What the fuck?
Kim called the police and reported this incident. But when authorities arrived, he was dismayed as they handcuffed him as if he was the assailant without even looking into exactly what happened. Kim said police didn't even listen to what he had to say and even hit him in the process of his arrest at the station he was taken to. Police denied these claims at the time. But this report and others that followed that week showed that excessive force was used on Kim by police when he was apprehended, according to black box and CCTV footage.
I think that's sick.
Immediately,
I think that whenever, I don't know what's happening, right? I don't know. But I think it's crazy whenever police officers see someone they can arrest and then they just beat the fuck out of him. Like, I don't know what this guy did, what actually happened, but this corruption is sick. I saw this in Austin recently. I saw these fucking police officers just like pepper spray a guy, put him down on the ground, and then they furiously hit his face. And then they take someone else and push him out. Like, I don't know, like, why police officers get this ego and start attacking. It's just so nasty. Sick and
After
disgusting.
the report, Kim posted another CCTV video to an online community showing a woman who appeared stoned being dragged by her hair into a VIP room by a man who seemed to be a security guard. Trying to grab the laptop and desk on the way, she appeared to be desperately seeking help from the staff, but was ignored. From then on,
Damn.
women began
must
sharing
suck.
their horrific experiences in that club. And this was just the beginning of the case. News Desk began covering tip-offs they received weeks.
Dude, that make me sad. Like, I'm gonna be real, y'all. That make me sad. Because, like, imagine being this, being this helpless girl that are being dragged and you don't know what the fuck is going on. And then you try to see people and ask for help and they just ignore you. Like, think about how much that hurt you, man.
Before,
That's
as well
crazy.
as accusations
So
after
scary.
the first report about Burning Sun. They were all from women and all very similar. One of the women claimed that she was
Traumatizing. This will
raped
stick
by
with
a
your
man
life.
from Thailand.
You'll have trust
who she
issues for the
met
rest
at
of your
club.
life.
She said she remembers drinking whiskey that the man had given her,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next thing she recalled was waking up in a strange hotel
Classic.
room with a Thai man. She said she was overpowered and begged him to let her go. She then reported the incident to the police. She told authorities she suspected.
I must say this to all girls. I know there's a lot of girls watching. Please, for the love of God, please, 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 never accept a drink from a guy. Okay? When you're out, when you're drinking, when you're partying, please never accept a drink from anybody. Okay? Only drink the things you've seen made from the bar. Pay attention at the bartender whenever they make the drink. And just generally, just never drink from someone else, please. Just be careful out there. You wanna be kind. You wanna think everybody's nice, but you never know. You never know. Be careful with what you drink, okay?
that she was drugged, as she only drank a few glasses.
Don't accept drinks from anybody guys, girls, just don't accept drinks from anybody you don't know close, okay? And if you order it, pay attention to the bartender, okay?
Whiskey, and her alcohol tolerance is usually high. Another woman said she voluntarily
Doesn't matter
went to the
gender,
home
just
of a
always pay
club
attention.
staff member after partying the previous summer.
The reason why I say this, because I guess they're gonna get into it now, but like there's like these very easy like drugs that you can like dissolves into alcohol or just generally water that will drug you up, and you will be sloppy, you will not control yourself, and people take advantage of this. That's why it's very important whenever you go party with friends, and never accept drinks from anybody.
And drank beer before falling asleep.
The bartender can be paid to do this as well, so be careful.
She said
Trust
when
no one.
she woke
Yeah, pay
up,
attention.
she
Pay
was
attention.
being raped and then somehow lost consciousness
That's
again.
correct. That's so disgusting.
She said there was
I don't
another
understand how
male
people can
staff
do this.
member next to her,
So
and not
fucking
the
nasty.
man she had left the
So
club
nasty.
with. In the next several weeks, more women came forward, saying they had similar experiences at Burning Sun and other clubs in the area. There were suspicions that these women were drugged with GHB, used as a date rape drug. But it was hard to prove, as GHB is known to leave the body quickly, meaning it wouldn't be detected in a drug test hours after it's consumed. Some women even said they were forced to take selfies with the men they claimed to have raped them to make the sex look consensual. The claims by these women, most of whom likely went to the club for a girls' night out and to have innocent fun, were appalling and horrendous.
That's
A former
wild of her
VIP
to do.
guest also shared his experience with the press, saying he received a message from club staff, one saying women who had taken GHB were waiting for him
Bro, that's
and to hurry up and
disgusting.
come to Burning Sun. He said he received
How can you go to a job like this? Like, is this some gang bullshit? Like, what the how do everybody... I feel like everybody is at fault here. Everybody working there. If they were like, they saw this, they did this. This is crazy.
picture of the girl's naked
It's not a
body
gang?
with the messages. He said he had received such messages with photos and even videos, apparently taken without consent on multiple occasions. He said club staff did not hesitate to tell him the women were drugged with GHB. Club staff sending potential customers messages is not an uncommon practice in South Korea. Oftentimes, both men and women receive text messages from promoters and marketing directors at clubs on Thursday, ahead of the weekend. Then, a security guard who worked at Burning Sun for 3 months came forward and said he often witnessed VIP guests stumbling as if they were high on drugs. Another former guard backed up the claims, saying multiple guests crammed into a restroom for the disabled at the hotel adjacent to the club and came out staggering as if they weren't all there. They said so-called MDs, supposedly marketing directors of the club, provided drugs to foreign guests. This prompted the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency to widen their investigation into the club, where there had already been allegations of assault, rape, and other crimes.
How do they brush that off? Like, if there's already been allegation, how do they brush that off that quickly? That's weird.
Shocking allegations made headlines across the country.
This is what I hate. Whenever police have like a hint of something and they never take it seriously. I'm thinking, dude, I'm thinking about all of those cases where police have had hint of something and they ignore it and it escalates to something dramatic and awful, like super bad. It's insane.
Around the world. Nearly 3
police of
weeks
the higher was
after
helping.
NBC first reported on the club, police raided it to look into these alleged crimes as well as search the Yeoksam station of the Gangnam police to see whether there was any collusion between local authorities and Burning Sun. Kim Sang-gyu, who we mentioned at the start of today's episode, was taken to this station after he was assaulted by club personnel. And a woman named Anna, who was known to be an MD at the club, was investigator for drug distribution to foreign guests. At her home, police discovered a large amount of white powder that appeared to be drugs. She was eventually detained, the first such person to be jailed in the case. The club CEOs Lee Moon-ho and Lee Sung-hyun were also investigated. Following the club's alleged involvement in prostitution, drug trafficking, and police corruption, the Burning Sun Club closed its doors on February 17, 2019. Then police brought up the possibility of looking into Seungri of K-pop boy band Big Bang. Seungri was one of 7 in-house directors before he resigned in January 2019. He was known to be the Great Gatsby of South Korea as he threw lavish parties. But he denied being involved in club operations and said he was rarely at the establishment. Throughout all this, Lee Moon-ho, the CEO of Burning Sun, continued to deny any drug usage or distribution at his club. He underwent 3 rounds of questioning, and during that time, police obtained a strand of his hair and tested it for drugs. And lo and behold, the test came back positive.
Now, what do you think?
Soon after this, Seungri was questioned for other allegations. On February 26, SBS reported on suspicions that Seungri arranged prostitution services for foreign investors in December 2015. And all this was discussed in a mobile messaging app's chat room with other celebrities. On December 6, 2015, Seungri made inappropriate remarks in this chat room that alluded to recruiting women for prostitution while talking to people associated with a company named Yuri Holdings, a shareholder of Burning Sun Entertainment that operated the club. Seungri was also the co-founder of this company. He ordered a man surnamed Kim to bring girls to the Arena VIP room for a group of foreign investors. He told Kim to bring whores who would easily follow these men to their hotel rooms. Kim then said he sent 2 men to the hotel and they were waiting for the girls. The pop star's agency, YG Entertainment, refuted the claim, saying that the chat room conversation was fabricated. The company said it would take legal action against media outlets disseminating fake news. However, it was later confirmed by the Anti-Corruption and Civil Rights Commission that the chatroom conversation was not faked. Seungri apologized for causing concern, said that he would fully cooperate with investigators, and said he would even take a drug test in relation to Burning Sun. He He soon became the public face of the scandal, as he was a high-profile celebrity, as well as because there were so many allegations tied to the club. After he was interrogated, he cancelled all concerts as he was on a global tour at the time. A few weeks later, Seungni was booked on charges of supplying prostitutes. SBS then reported that 2 other singers were in that chat room that Seungni was in to bribe foreign investors with prostitutes. And these prostitutes, some of them allegedly engaged in sexual acts on their own free will, while others, some of them underage women, and others runaways, did so after being given
I don't get it, chat.
For a better life.
How do you, with the confidence, say sorry to something like that? What the fuck you mean sorry? What do you mean sorry? Huh? Brother, dude, there's no sorry to be said. This is crazy. He's just sorry he got caught. That's exactly it.
Same day, SBS reported on its evening news show that singer Chung Jun-young, who was also in a group chat with Seungni, shared sex videos he had taken without consent with others. 10 women were said to be victims of the filming. Then there were a series of events that helped move the investigation along. Seungni announced his retirement from the entertainment industry via an Instagram.
I really don't get it. Why would you do, if you're a big popular star and you're like known as the Great Gatsby of Korea, hosting parties and shit like that, why would you do this? Like, this is really like some power trip bullshit. I think this guy has enjoyed like putting these girls in these situations. Like, that's what it seems to me, because this guy could probably get he could probably get a lot of girls. He's probably doing really well as a big K-pop star and hosting a lot of these parties. This is like some power trip nonsense.
Post, and then Chung Jun-young was booked on charges of illegal hidden camera filming. Chung apologized in a letter and admitted to all his crimes. Both singers' contracts were terminated by their respective agencies. There were immediately a few celebrities affected by the exposed chat room, and more followed as the case unfolded. On March 14th, Yong Jun-young of Highlight and Choi Jong-un of FT Island left the band after allegations they were participants in the chat rooms. And the agency for Lee Jong-hyun of CN Blue admitted his involvement on March 15th. Then, the head of the Korean National Police Agency said an internal investigation would be conducted into police corruption, as questioning into both Seungni and Chung revealed there were efforts to cover up their wrongdoings.
Yeah, I feel like the whole org was nearly in, like, I feel like nearly everybody around him was in it. There's no way he was only working with the club. I bet the people working with him in the industry and the police was in it as well.
And this uncovered deep-rooted corruption within the Gangnam police. There were cover-ups related to celebrities, such as getting rid of drunk driving records, turning a blind eye to what went on at Burning Sun, and destroying evidence. It also revealed a secret relationship between the police and the club, with the police often having to get permission from the club before deciding to be dispatched there when a customer reported an incident. This made the Burning Sun case go to the highest authority of the country, with then-President Moon Jae-in ordering a thorough probe into the matter. It is worth noting that while several police officers were disciplined for their actions at Burning Sun, the 2 most high-profile cases were acquitted at trial. Burning Sun's co-CEO Lee Sung-hyun testified that he had bribed former police officer Kang, but Kang's 1-year prison sentence was overturned due to lack of evidence.
1 year.
Also, senior police official Yoon Kyu-gun was arrested for allegations of bribery and mediating favors for the Burning Sun Club and others, but was later found innocent. In the end, Chung Jun-young was sentenced
You cannot tell me there's no more corruption going on if these are if this is what happened to these people. Like, there's even more corruption going on. Like, it's very typical Korea. They didn't get prosecuted at all. What the fuck is this? Talking about 1 year. Letting them go.
6 years in prison, but that was reduced to 5 years later on charges of gang raping drunk and unconscious women, as well as secretly filming them and sharing the footage with others without their consent. Seung-ni, meanwhile, was handed down a 3-year term and a fine on 9 charges. They included prostitution mediation and embezzlement. His sentence was later reduced by half. He was released this past February. Among other verdicts, Burning Sun's co-CEO Lee Moon-ho was sentenced to a year in prison for habitual drug use. Yoo In-suk,
Imagine how many people he ruined the life of and is out after a year. Damn.
Seung-ni's business partner, was sentenced
Did I
to
get
3
the
years
fuck out of Korea?
probation
That's crazy.
after admitting to providing prostitutes to potential Japanese investors. Known as the Burning Sun Gate, it was found that
He's out there and there's even so many fans. Can you believe it? You know what's crazy, Moon? I can believe it. And I see this so often. Because you see these people that are so disgusting. They're doing the craziest shit. And the fans will completely put a blind eye on it and still move on. There's a lot of people out there that will completely defend whoever they are a fan of because they have a completely bubbly blind eye toward them regarding whatever they do. Like, it's insane.
the case was linked to a wide array of other crimes, including tax evasion, drug-related offenses, and many more. This opened up a Pandora's box of criminal activity that had been hidden away for years, and the ensuing investigations have resulted in more arrests and convictions. This is why the case is too complex and has too many layers to it. Yet,
what do you mean complex and layers? This shit is there, that is there. Put them all in jail and figure out who works on the inside that supports this. Any name tied to this, you put them all in the same band. This ain't complicated as hell. This is just
the fact that some high-profile cases involve the police.
The reason why it's complicated is because the people involved has money. They have money. That's why it's complicated, because removing them or putting them in jail will hurt the Korean economy or some kind of like relation or business. That's why this is complicated. It's not complicated to figure out who it is. It's complicated who you're dealing with.
Were acquitted, and media outlets claim that the K-pop stars were used only to cover up for powerful people behind.
Probably.
There was some significant progress made. This case got rid of the illusion that celebrities are invincible and highlighted that they too could be punished for being involved in criminal activities. It also empowered more victims to come forward and provided them with the courage to share their experiences. The problem is that there were likely countless other victims who didn't come forward, possibly because they were either too scared or too shameful to have been involved in such situations. But while parts of the case were shocking, Seung-ni's efforts to find women for potential investors are not unusual in South Korea. Cultivating business ties or accommodating business associates has long involved exorbitantly priced drinking sessions that can involve sexual services for additional fees. While buying and selling sex is illegal in the country, the government has not been able to root out this practice. And so, this is still a problem in our society here, in any society for that matter. And efforts need to be made to not forget about these scandals to protect those we love. A few good things that did come out from the cases are that they prompted investigations into other clubs and nightlife establishments. A number of drug sweeps at entertainment venues were conducted as a result of the scandal, which resulted in hundreds of drug-related arrests, along with cases of sexual assault and the filming of illegal videos during drug use. It also made the issue of spy cams.
So in short, don't party in Korea. In short, that's what you don't go to Korea and party. All right, go have fun. Don't party in Korea.
Or hidden
That's what it
cameras
sounds like
come
to
back
me.
into the spotlight.
Like, I don't understand how this is like a good reputation they want to keep up. This is awful. How do you not clean this up?
The year before the case broke, tens of thousands of women took to the streets of Seoul to protest illegal filming. This led the government to enact reforms. And fortunately, the case did not tarnish K-pop and its popularity here in Korea and around the world, with many loyal fans still sticking by the artists they love. While the general public has seemed to have forgotten about the case, the victims have to live with what they went through for the rest of their lives. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I think these things will tear you apart forever. Like, these are memories and experiences that you will close your eyes and you will think about them all the time. This is gonna completely tear out everybody that was involved. This is pretty sad. It is crazy that they can just allow, like, I don't understand. Like, I looked at Korea in a very hard regard, but I didn't know that their nightlife was this corrupt and their system in itself as well. That is sick. It is crazy. Because none of them are really been punished that much. Updae Seungri is still out. There's a scandal where he cheated on his girlfriend with another girl. His was crazy. How can a girl date that guy and expect to have a normal relationship? Girl, come on. I mean, are you that dumb? I mean, are you that dumb? Brother probably cheated on her every day. Fucking nasty ass. That's disgusting. So fucking disgusting. Now, I think it is interesting to know, because it's a reminder to always to remember that there are nasty ass people out there, and be careful. This was horrible. I'm so sad for the victims. I don't even like. I don't know. I feel so bad for the victims out there. That's such a rough time. And the worst thing is that y'all know things like this happen all over the world. This happens all around the world. This is just not Korea, man. This is like everywhere in the world. People are like this. There's just a lot of nasty ass people in it. It's just crazy. But yeah. Anyways, I know this was a rough topic, but if regardless, I would highly appreciate if you like this video, if you're watching this on YouTube, and also sub to the channel if you enjoy these reactions. If you want to come and yap with us live, suggest videos, you're free to come by my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/attilleegames. We'd love to have you here, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you next. Bye. Bye. Bye.